Now, though, with the rising cost of living, prices on everything are, let's face it, going through the roof. And new stats today have shown that 61% of 11 to 18-year-olds worry about their parents not having enough money. So, just how much should you let on to your kids about your money worries, Brenda?
Myself, personally, I never let on to the children if I had any money worries. You just get on with it. As far as I'm concerned, a child should be allowed to be a child for as long as they can, because the minute they step into that adult realm, that's where the stress comes. As soon as Jamal and Tanisha had their national insurance card, however, I did say to them, right, you're now old enough to go and get yourself a job. And that was more just to try and teach them about finances, being responsible with their finances, which I think is important. But you don't need to let a child stress at 11, 12, 13. You know, they're dealing with exams and all the rest of that stress. Leave them, let them get on with it.
What do you think?
Well, my mum never, ever told us how poor we were. And, you know, I don't want to do, like, competitive poverty here, but, I mean, it was hard, because my dad left when I was about 3 or 4, I don't know. And back in those days, you didn't get automatic, like, benefits. It was just, like, you know, no social security hadn't really come into place. So he had to send money to the court, to the magistrates' court in Maidstone Town Centre. And me and my sister, who were really, really young, used to get on the bus every week and go down there and pick it up because my mum was working. And one week it wasn't there. And I remember going back to my mum's work. She was working in a pub, so we walked into the off-licence. She stood behind the counter, and we just stood there like that. And she went, well, where is it? And we just said, oh, it wasn't there, Mum. And she literally burst into tears. And I thought, at the time, I just thought, I still didn't register, do you know what I mean? I still didn't kind of understand what she was crying about. But it's like, you did realise that she just didn't have any money. That was it. It was £10 a week. And there were 4 kids and my mum. And if she didn't have that, she didn't have anything. And she used to have a big agreement with the milkman, whereas she'd just pay him when she could. And if it wasn't for him, we probably would have had no food on a lot of weeks. But
it's like with my mum and dad, because they had 8 of us, and again, really struggled. But I never knew about it. I can only remember my childhood as being happy and fun, and sometimes you'd want something, they'd go, well, we'll save up for it and see what happens. It was always, we'll see. And then I found out,
we'll see.
We'll see, It was only when I got to about 15 I thought we'll see means no. But also...
You realise that after a while.
I didn't find out until I was an adult that my mum and dad... my mum, one Christmas, actually pawned her wedding and engagement ring so that they had money for Christmas presents from Santa.
Did she ever get it back, though?
No, she couldn't afford to get it back.
But you were happy.
But really happy. And we got
like
one present from Santa and, you know, I had such a lovely childhood. And maybe if I had have known how much stress they were under, I would have grown up very anxious. Because kids, they don't even know what they're worried about, but they don't like to see their mum and dad worried, you know.
No, we was the same. We never had lots of money. My dad was a roofer, builder. My mum was a home help, so she used to go and help the elderly and everything. So there was never lots of money around, but we used to order things from the milkman. Remember the milk floats used to come
exactly.
around? So we'd go out and order orange juice and chocolate biscuits and put it on the bill, and then she'd get it. But I never really had to worry about my kids because they've always been really sensible with money. Lauren in particular, so she works. She's got the 2 kids and everything. She works from 8:30 in the morning to 5:30, and she saves money. She's got boxes for everything. So because we're going on holiday in August, she's already got like something there, and she puts pounds in that every day and everything. But my kids have always had to worry about me because I'm not very good with money. So I've been rich and I've been poor, and I like being rich better than I like being poor. But
what age did you start work? Because I had to get a paper round when I was about 11 years old.
From 10, I was working professionally, like filming and everything. But my first Saturday job was in a fish and chip shop in Holloway Road, and he was coming out stinking of fish. So that weren't a good one, really.
No. I actually had to lend my mum money sometimes because I did a paper round and I was getting 18 shillings a week. Now, if you're under 60, you won't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But that's £2, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not. It's 90p, 90 pence, yeah.
Okay.
So he's getting 90p a week, and he used to save it up and buy things from the catalogue for like 20p a week. And my mum borrowed it, and she always used to say, oh, I'll pay you back, I'll pay you back. And my mum actually died owing me £4 2 shillings.
Ooh!
I never forgot it.
But I have to say on that note, if I ever borrowed any money from Jamal and Tanisha, I would always pay it back with interest. Yeah. But mind
with
you,
interest?
Yeah, pay it back with interest. You know, if I borrowed £5, I might round it up to a tenner, and they'd be very appreciative of it.
Yeah,
but
you've got to learn.
But if it was the other way around, I would charge you interest too. Yeah,
No,
give me back.
Yeah.
And your kids.
Well, you've got to learn about interest and finances.
No,
It's part of life, isn't it?
Brenda's right. Absolutely, you should.
I've got
Remember, I'm the one who charges people coming to a rave, remember?
I've got so much interest. So much interest to charge my kids when I get home.